sourcing has been super difficult for the last few days for a lot of people. All right, so we had the Memorial Day sale like not too long ago, like last week, and to be honest, even for myself, it has not been easy to source, right? So I'm thankful because I have a large database of leads, and so, you know, it's okay for me. I have a large database of websites that I know how to source. But when you start, you are going to go through your first big reset, if I should say it this way, where all the websites that you were sourcing are not going to be full of leads anymore, full of great leads, and you are going to need to find new stuff to source. So this is what I wanted to talk about today. But before we actually get into the video, we have a Discord server for this channel. So best place to meet other people selling on Amazon, best place to hang out with other sellers, meet new sellers, network, and learn. I'm also learning a lot of stuff talking with a lot of sellers. So join the Discord server, best place to grow with other people selling as well. Link in the description. All right. So as I said, this is the third time that I'm going through a big reset, and like the more time goes, the less those resets really affect me. But like this is the third time that I really go through a reset in my online arbitrage business, right? The thing that you need to understand is that in this business, it's going through, like, it's going in cycles, right? So you may have a super great long stretch where you find a lot of leads and stuff super easily because you have your routine, you have the website that you check, you have the storefront that you check periodically and stuff, and then out of the blue, like, you stop finding leads as easy as this because like the website that you check are not having promotion anymore for a little time, and you know, it started getting weird because like you do not know where to look at. And same thing, like all the people that you were like reverse sourcing, like all the storefront that you are reverse sourcing, all the leads that they have are not available anymore because like there's a big reset in those suppliers that they used to source at. And so just like what I feel like right now, I feel like the websites that I used to look at, the deals that I would use to look at are not available anymore. And like, it's totally different. Like there was a before and an after Memorial Day, right? And so you're gonna go through this stuff like quite often, all right, in this business. So I wanted to share this experience with you with the first time that I actually went through one of those resets, right? And it was when I, not too long ago, after I actually started being successful enough with online arbitrage. I'm sorry. So I had a few websites. You already know what I was doing when I started. I told you exactly what I was doing. So what I was doing is I had that list. I used to build my target list by going on Rakuten, watching or looking at all the websites and looking at my emails and stuff, right? And my knowledge of different online retailers was quite limited at that time. And so I had a pretty good stretch for 1 month and a half. And after that, you know, stuff started to get hard because there were no more like great deals on those websites, right? And so I had to reinvent myself. And you are going to need to do this constantly in your Amazon business because stuff that is working today is not going to work 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now. And so it may be small things. And so one, like, for example, 1 week, one website is not going to be good, but you have another website that's pretty good. And like, it's fine because it's balanced, right? But one day, all those websites that you look at will not have anything. You will not be able to spend money, right? So you will need to discover a new website and stuff. And like, the more you go through these resets, the more you're gonna grow as a seller, and the less it's going to affect you, the more, like, the less it's going to affect you the next time that you go through a reset, right? And so the first reset was pretty brutal for me because like it was super hard for me to find new leads. It was super difficult. I had to actually, and this is when I actually started doing some reverse sourcing because I was not doing it before that. And this is when I actually started the famous because now everybody on the Discord server knows about it, but this is when I started my period when I did 5 leads a day doing reverse sourcing because I really wanted to develop my knowledge of, you know, new promotion, new websites, new sales cycle, and it really helped me. So in this business, you are going to need to reinvent yourself constantly and like all the time, because if you start to get lazy, if you start to stop sourcing, because like for example, just right now before Memorial Day, I was not working a lot, and you guys know, I said it in my videos, I said it in the Discord server, I was not putting in a lot of work because like it was so easy. I had a large database of leads. Wherever I was looking at, I found new leads because it was just so easy, because I knew all those websites. It was super easy for me to go through them, and whenever I needed a lead, it was super easy. All right, and I had that large database of leads, of replans that I kept buying again and again and again. But after Memorial Days, like once Memorial Day was over, it was not the case anymore. And it was actually, as I said, my third reset. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm going back, and I haven't done it for a while. And if you guys followed my videos, you know what I'm talking about when I talk about the target list. So I got back to building a target list every single morning before I started sourcing, and it helped me a lot, because now I'm looking at websites that I stopped looking at, or that I haven't looked at for a long time, right? Because reverse sourcing, it really feels like all of this. By the way, social media right here, this site, it just appeared. Follow me. I'll start posting whenever I'm okay with the whole YouTube things. Whenever, you know, I'm okay with my workflow with YouTube, I'll start expanding on other social media. But let me keep going. So it really feels like ever since, like, there's a whole change in the landscape right now when it comes to finding, when it comes to what deals are great deals online. The deals that are right now on online retailers are completely different from the leads that used to be before Memorial Day, right? And it's not just my experience, it's the experience of a lot of sellers that I talked to, because we had a live call today and we talked a little bit about that. And reverse sourcing is really difficult right now because of that, and it may not be the case for every single lead, but like I feel like a great, like, I don't know, just a lot of the leads that are on other storefront are not good leads anymore, and so reverse sourcing really sucks right now. So this is also why I believe that you should see all those sourcing methods as tools and really use them when appropriate. So right now, for example, reverse sourcing, in my opinion, and for me in my business and where I look at, reverse sourcing is not necessarily a great investment for my time, if I may say. And things change all the time, and so you need to adapt your strategy all the time. But what I'm saying is that, you know, you need to be able to reinvent yourself and change your routine, because the landscape is constantly changing. And right now, the change that I see in the landscape is calling for a drastic change in my routine when it comes to sourcing and when it comes to placing order and buying inventory, because all the stuff that I used to buy is not profitable anymore. It's gonna come back probably, but there's whole new deals that were not there anymore. It's not that there's no deals, right? This is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the deals that are right now online are totally different from the deals that I used to find before. And so right now I need to put a little bit more work to adjust to the new landscape and get back into sourcing, like get back to make things as easy as they were before, right? The landscape is changing, so your routine needs to change all the time. The website that you look at needs to change all the time. The sourcing methods you have needs to adapt all the time, or you will get lost. All right, one thing that you do for 6 months may change, like may not be, like a product that you've been selling for 6 months may stop being profitable. All that stuff you need to change, you need to constantly adapt. All right, so you're gonna go through these resets. It's fine. Keep learning, keep adapting, keep finding new products all the time. Never get comfortable, because when you get comfortable, if you get comfortable for too long, you're going to be left behind, and you're going to need to put in a lot of work to get back into the game. All right. So right now you need to put a lot of work into finding new pathways, because when you think about it, sourcing is just going through those pathways, right? Going from point A to point B. Point A is wherever you start, so whatever sourcing method you use, and where you start, what do you scan, where do you look at, and B is finding a profitable lead. So how do you go, like, you need to create a new pathway, because the pathway that you used to have does not bring you to profit anymore. All right, so you need to create those new pathways. The landscape is changing, create those new pathways. Grass is growing, trees are growing, so you cannot go that way anymore. You need to go another way to reach that point. So just keep adapting, just walk with the flow, you'll get there. Yeah, this is really what I wanted to say. I think it's super important to understand. You're going to go through this reset. It's fine. keep learning, keep adapting. Things is changing. Amazon is not dead. You just need to reinvent yourself. All right, so that's it for me today. I release a new video every single day on selling on Amazon, so subscribe, link in the description, and I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. Thanks for watching. Watch these other videos on the screen, by the way. Thank you for watching.